morning. It's a wonderful day. It's a little bit breezy, but it's sunny. It's relatively warm. And today I'm doing a video based on some of your questions. One question in particular is like, you don't understand what we're doing. So I'm going to actually try and run through this and show you what we're doing and actually place us so you can see where we are within this property. So it doesn't become confusing when we're walking backwards and forwards and you're losing track of where we are. So hopefully by the end of this video you will be a little bit wiser to what we're doing and it will help you understand. Make this as easy as possible. This is the track down from the main road and it runs down here and here. Now this property here, or this part of the property, is going to be for the cars, and there's going to be a wall that comes across here with a post, gate post, double gates here, another gate post here, and then the wall continues pretty much in that line about 10 meters, and then it will turn into fencing. This property here, that's in the middle of being planned and having everything sorted out, but I've withheld telling you what we're doing there, but I can now tell you that this is going to become like a cottage, a little tiny house, and that will be done once we've done this. Right. So over here, we've been digging and digging out footings here, and this is for the retaining wall that's going to run all the way along here. Now that's taken us a lot of time, hence this video, but that will all be walled. It has some lighting in it, and there'll be a gentle slope coming down to this area here, and then this whole area here will be cobblestoned and have parking spaces for deadlift's cars and the electrics to plug in, one of them in particular, and that will be a very nice space. I mean, this area is huge at the moment. It's I said this last week, I think, that I just can't believe how big this is. We took this building down, as you know, and it would have always been beautiful when we'd finished. It was in no man's land here, but we did have plans for pergolas and everything coming off it and an archway, and it's so as ugly as it looked while it was standing with nothing here, it would have been okay, but it came down because the foundations weren't any good. So we're rebuilding it, but we've pushed it back. We've dug foundations for it, or footings for it, and we will be pouring those soon, and we're going to build it. It's exactly the same size, but the only difference is we're going to extend it with a pitch roof, and it will have a covered area. There'll be a couple of pillars here and here with an extended over area, and the door will be there. We did think about not putting it back, but you can't knock down a building and then lose it forever, as it's a legal building. We don't want to give it away, so it's being rebuilt, and that will look lovely. So as I said here, it will end right here. There'll be a wall and a roof, and then there'll be a little wall just here and a bit of trellis or something to beautify it. And that's also going to have pergolas coming off. All this area is going to have pergolas all around it. and here is going to be just a little patio area, and up this bit here we're going to cut into this hill to create steps to go up there. So that's going to look really good. And if I come back here, yeah, it's lovely. It's going to be good. I just want to show you something actually while I'm this side of the property, and I'll just take you around the back of the tiny house to be. I'm not sure this picks up well, but it's incredibly high. Wouldn't want to fall off it. But that's the view from up here, looking down. Yeah, there's a lot of work gone into this. Removing this soil has been epic. And while I'm here, I'll just show you the back of the outside kitchen. That there is for the bread oven. That's going to be a little flower bed, which I'll show you in a minute when I get round there. But this here used to be like dog kennels, I believe. And it's fenced off. We'll have to see what our plans are here once we get to it. So around here, these are old pigeon houses, and as you can see here, this is going to look lovely. Oh, the wind. It's going to look fantastic once we do it. We just have a nice view this way, and decklift land goes up there as well, so the privacy's here. But that's going to be an exciting project. Looking forward to doing that. We won't have to dig out too much. Okay, so that is this area, and this is deemed to be the front of the house. Okay, this here is like an outside kitchen, and we're going to put a sink in here and possibly a gas hob, I believe, and a nice table, which I'll show you what we're going to build. And this also is going to have pergolas all hanging off. And this area here is going to be just a nice seating area, and there's that roof, little garden there with like a little, I'm assuming that was an old pigsty, but that'd be kept there, and we just tidy it up. And this would just be very nice for sitting, having your morning coffee with our pergolas all up over there, around there, everywhere, pergolas everywhere. It'd be fantastic. And of course we'll have a wooden railing across here, and the grapevines that I so desperately tried to save in the early days will grow up here, and that will just look fantastic. It will look fantastic. Right, this area here, this again is just going to be a terrace that will be gravelled, I believe, which goes down to this well here, and we'll stick a solar pump or something into there. Yeah. But that's what that's for, and we'll get a door made. We've got to get that all painted once we decide on the colours. But as you can see here, this is the backside, and this oak tree is amazing. Has a lovely setting for the house. Before I go over there, down here, this track, there's going to be, so the borderline is here, it runs up there, then cuts across over there. But here we're going to do a couple of gate posts and a farm style gate, and that will lead up the track to the garage for Detlef's side by side, and that's where all his garden equipment and tools will be kept. But here, this building has been a big project for us, and what we've got to do now is just get the concrete floors in and render, do some electric and bits and pieces in here. We have started rendering in here, as you can see, slowly taking shape. Well, this is a nice workshop area, storage area. We haven't done that wall yet because some of you will remember that we were having problems with water coming out there, and I'll show you exactly what the problem is there, or was. So once we've rendered all this, we'll landscape it and make it look lovely again. Now, Detlef land also runs all the way down there, which is beautiful, and he's got olive trees, big oak trees. It goes all the way down there and back up here. There's a stream, or an overflow stream, I guess, for when it's heavy rain. That oak tree looks like it's had it. Right, over here we've dug out the back of this building. It was piled up to the back here, so we've dug it out, and we've discovered that some funky brickwork has gone on here, so we need to come up with a plan to fix that. Yeah, we'll think of something, but it stopped the water leaking inside, so yeah, removing that soil has helped. Now here, actually what we are going to do is we're going to build a wall here, a retaining wall for this patio, which I'll show you in a second, and it will come across here, and we'll probably build another wall along this area here, just to make this a little bit stronger. This area is going to stay the same, but this is going to have a wall across here, because there's going to be a spiral staircase going up to that flat roof, and so we need to build a terrace for it to sit on. So that's the plan there, and that's going to be interesting to do. So we'll see how that evolves. I think we're going to get like a metal spiral staircase, but if that fails, then we'll build something. We shall see. Right, the back of the house. that is the workshop, the other entrance to the workshop from the other side. That's a double door, which is opposite the outside kitchen. This whole area here is going to be a big patio, again with wooden structure coming off it. So we have to put a retaining wall around the whole perimeter of this, and this here is a cisterna. It's a water tank, and it's big. I think I'll work out how many square meters that is, or cubic meters of water that is, but it's good. It's 40,000, I think, maybe 50, but it's huge. And that collects the rainwater off the roof, which we'll have to do some work on just to tidy up. But this whole area here, and it will curve around here. And now we're back at the near the drive, and that's going to have a lovely curved area, as I said, and very big patio area, so that they can sit and admire their view. Very exciting. Oh, while I'm here, these two windows, this window and this window, these two windows are going, and that door's going. It's going to be two patio doors, letting in maximum light into the house. And so we're back round here, back to the drive, and where we started. Hopefully that explains a little bit. It's not massive details of what we're doing, but it gives you an indication of where we're working, when we're working, and hopefully that will make it a bit easier for you. I know it is confusing. Now, I remember when I visited Nick from Project Portugal, or Christina and I visited Nick and Andrea, and we watched their videos, and we were just quite surprised when we walked on the property, because it was nothing like how you picture it. So I can understand it's a bit confusing. So hopefully that clears all that up, and yeah, just a quick video this week.